Hi everyone! It has been a while. I don't think a lot has changed aside from, well, as you can see my hair, it got a little darker, I'd say. Just a little though. Um, it has definitely been quite a long time. I wanted to post something, I had a few ideas for it. Most particularly the idea that I'm about to present to you right now. I want people to think of this as sort of like an introduction, but also an introduction to my style and how, like an origin story, like how I got into the style. Because as a lot of people know, I'm very into vintage things. I dress like it, I listen to the music, I love the movies, and I have been dressing this way since I was 13 years old. And I think a lot of people are interested in, why did this happen? Did I grew up with it? To some extent, yes, but that's not exactly how I got into it. What exactly happened? How did I get into vintage and not other styles, for example? Well, it all happened during a trip to Santa Monica. It was with me, my mom, and my sibling, and we went to California. We usually do a trip every year, but we haven't really done that since COVID. But we were going to Santa Monica. It was the summer before 8th grade, and I was kind of like, I was into something. I was into a lot of like J fashion. I was into anime. I was into this series called The Villiers Chronicles. I was into like stuff like that, but then I was going to, for lack of a better word, mature after this trip, if you know what I'm saying. So while at Santa Monica, during the trip, I was listening to music that I didn't normally listen to, which was the Beatles and the Beach Boys. And I knew about them before, I knew a few of their songs, but I didn't really listen to them. Definitely not as much as I do now. But I listened to older music and I'm like, I like this. I want to listen to it more often. And look at where we are now. But that was what I was listening to through the whole trip, and I was absolutely fascinated with it. I thought maybe I should like listen to this music more, maybe I should even dress like it, maybe I should do something else, but just basically incorporate this older style, this older music into my life, because I really like it, and I'd like to see what else I could do, like how could I further expand it. But I was absolutely obsessed with the music. I really, really wanted to do more with it. And while in Santa Monica, we were walking through this one area. It's like a little shopping district. And there was this one store called Varga. And it was a store that sold women's clothing. But it was inspired by the 50s and 60s. And I think some 70s ones, but it was mainly 50s and 60s. I was obsessed. I saw this one dress at the window. It looked like this. I still have it and it still fits. It looked exactly like this. And then there was also a top and skirt set that I thought was really cute. So I asked my mom, like, hey, can we go in? And the moment I stepped in, I became obsessed. I had to get all of these things. And I eventually got like quite a lot of clothes that I still have. I think the one piece of clothing that I don't have is this sweater, but I think I lost it in the hotel or in a bag or somewhere, but I do not have it. I do, however, still have this dress, and I wore it a ton. I still wear it a whole bunch. This dress is sort of like my introduction. This is what started it all. I'm absolutely obsessed. And right now, that store, the store Varga, it doesn't really exist anymore, at least not physically. You can still order these online. This one, I believe, is $70? Yeah, it was $70. It might still be that way, but it currently doesn't exist anymore. And very recently, I actually took a trip to Santa Monica, and I didn't get to go to that store, but I was looking on Google Maps. They did not have it. But at least I got to walk around, listen to the music I used to listen to, and basically just reminisce on how I started becoming vintage. But ever since then, I bought a bunch of clothes, I kept listening to music, and when I brought this all back home, I became a different person. Anime was no more, all of that like stuff that you typically expect middle schoolers to be into. That was not me. I am a changed woman. I'm different. I cannot like this stuff. I was a little strict back then on myself. But look at where it is now. I really do not regret getting into this style. I feel like it's not just a way of dressing or the music I listen to. It sort of resonates with me so much and is so closely that I see it as being part of me. If that makes sense. It probably sounds really weird coming out of my mouth, but I have been into vintage for so long, and I think it'll be my fifth year, I believe, getting into it, and many more years to come, definitely. I did explore other styles, but I always came back to vintage. Even in those other styles, I would try to incorporate oh, can I do 60s makeup with this? Can I tease my hair like this? Can I wear this dress with this? Can I wear these shoes? So I would always try to sneak a little bit of vintage stuff in there, and clearly that did not stop because I am still very much obsessed, and I'm very grateful for that trip that happened that got me into where I am now, and I am really glad for all of those people who got to sort of watch me change, and I'm excited to see where things go from now on. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video wasn't too rambly and hopefully informative to some of you people and gave you an idea on who I am, what I am, things like that. And hopefully I will post more soon and we'll get to talk again. Bye!